Kickboxing match commentary. Breakdown. Opening sequence. Crowd cheers. We're live. Round 1 starts with explosive energy. Kawasen immediately pressures with diverse strikes. Flying knee attempt. The crowd erupts. Round 2, action. Date 10 remaining. Mech lands first, but eats a brutal 3-piece counter, elbow body hook. Key moment. Liver shot visibly hurts opponent. He's grimacing but stays upright. 30 sec. Mark. Sunrek barely dodges a head kick, counters with lightning right hand. Between rounds. Corner audio. Stay sharp. Move if you can recover. Clapping. Round 3, turning point. Kawasen's footwork creates angles. Lands 22 unanswered body shots. Highlight. Picture-perfect crescent kick to left hook combo. Co-sequence. 1, stunning left straight. 2, step-in knee to ribs. 3, finalizing head kick, down. Post-fight analysis, crowd roars. At just 16 years old, Kawasen Tenshin makes history. That boxing technique blended with kicking power, unstoppable. Bonus match footage. Later bout shows, spin kick KO at 132. Surgical knee finish in clinch, judges unanimously score 30-27. Final call. With this performance, Tenshin announces himself as the new face of kickboxing. What did we just witness? Absolute mastery. Music swells, crowd chants. Note, condensed. Key moments while preserving the original's energetic commentary style.
The rise of a phenom, Kawasen Tenshin's dominant victory. The arena erupts as the bell sounds, clapping, music, electric atmosphere. Round 1, our star is born. From the opening bell, 16-year-old prodigy Kawasen Tenshin establishes his dominance. His blistering hand speed leaves opponents frozen. A piston-like left straight finds its mark repeatedly. The commentary team loses it. Did you see that footwork? He's playing chess while everyone else plays checkers. Around 2, systematic destruction. 150 remaining. A crushing liver shot folds the veteran opponent. Spinning back kick barely grazes Tenshin's chin. He smiles and counters. Final 10 seconds. 3-punch combo punctuated by vicious elbow. Crowd chant, Tenshin, Tenshin. The finish. Round 3. A masterclass in precision. Feints the jab 2, crashes a right hook to the body, times a perfect knee as opponent gasps for air. Down. It's over. The future is now. Post-fight breakdown. Analysts highlight 78%. Strike accuracy, never backed into ropes. 3 knockdowns in under 9 minutes. What this means. With his WN World Championship victory, Tenshin becomes youngest title holder in promotion history, earns #1 contender spot for global belt, potentially sets up super fight with Thai legend. Camera pans to Tenshin bowing to all sides of arena, the humble destroyer. Oh, Lou, final call. Remember this night. You witnessed the birth of combat sports' next megastar. Crowd noise fades. Highlight. Real music plays. Complete rewrite focusing on narrative flow. Key moments and broader significance while maintaining combat sports authenticity.
Kawasen Tenshin, the making of a combat sports prodigy. The arena lights dim as a hush falls over the crowd. Then, explosive applause erupts as 16-year-old Kawasen Tenshin strides toward the ring, his steely gaze fixed ahead. What follows isn't just a fight. It's the coronation of kickboxing's next global superstar. Round 1. A star announces himself. From the opening bell, Tenshin's genius is apparent. His footwork, a blur of calculated angles, leaves his veteran opponent swinging at air. The commentary team erupts as he lands 3 unanswered jabs. That hand speed! Like watching lightning strike 3 times in the same spot. A flying knee attempt at 122 sends the crowd into delirium, foreshadowing the violence to come. Round 2, surgical precision. The second frame reveals Tenshin's fight IQ. He baits his opponent into a corner with feints, then cracks a liver shot that folds the former champion like a lawn chair. "That's not pain, that's organ damage," screams the color commentator. When the desperate opponent attempts a spinning back kick, Tenshin slips it effortlessly and counters with a right hook that sprays sweat across the ring canvas. The final 30 seconds become a highlight reel. Elbows, knees, and a wheel kick that barely misses as the bell saves the reeling opponent. The knockout, round 3. Perfection. The finishing sequence should be studied in MMA gyms worldwide. A jab. Feint freezes the defense, too. A shovel hook to the ribs forces a gasp 3. The coup de grace, a surgical knee that lifts the opponent off his feet. The referee doesn't even bother counting as medical staff rush in. Tenshin, ever the sportsman, immediately kneels beside his fallen rival until the doctors arrive. By the numbers, post-fight stats reveal terrifying efficiency. 89% significant strike accuracy, 46.52, 0.07, average seconds between landed strikes, 3 knockdowns in under 9 minutes of action. What this means for combat sports. This victory cements Tenshin as more than a phenom. He's a marketable force who shatters the promotion's PPV buy rate record for his age group, earns a direct path to the Global Championship 3, sparks social media wars about potential super fights, with UFC contenders already calling him out. The human element. Backstage, the teen sensation seems unaffected. Between sips of electrolyte drink, he asks his coach about tomorrow's math test. This duality, assassin in the ring, honor student outside it, explains his viral appeal. When pressed about his future, he grins. "I haven't shown my best technique yet." As the arena lights fade, one truth becomes undeniable. Kawasan Tenshin isn't just winning fights, he's redefining what's possible for a 16-year-old in combat sports. The journey has just begun, and the world will be watching. Kawasan Tenshin, the meteoric rise of combat sports' youngest phenom. The neon lights of Tokyo's Ariake Arena cast long shadows as 16-year-old Kawasan Tenshin made his walk to the ring, the crowd's roar building with each step. This wasn't just another fight night. It was the emergence of a once-in-a-generation talent who would redefine the limits of teenage athletic achievement in combat sports. Pre-fight, the making of a prodigy. 200 words. Tenshin's journey began in the rural dojos of Kagoshima, where he started training at just 5 years old under his father, a former regional kickboxing champion. By 12, he was dominating national youth tournaments with an unheard-of 38-0 amateur record. His unique style blended traditional karate footwork with devastating Muay Thai clinch work and boxing-level hand speed. Promoters initially hesitated. Was this 125-pound teenager ready for professional competition? Those doubts were silenced when he knocked out a former top 10 ranked veteran in his pro debut at age 15. Round 1, the coming out party. 250 words. From the opening bell, Tenshin's technical superiority was breathtaking. His stance switches, from orthodox to southpaw and back, happened so fluidly they seemed like camera cuts rather than athletic movements. At 115, he landed a 3-punch combination, jab, cross, hook, that snapped his opponent's head back violently. The commentary team lost composure. "That's not normal hand speed. We're talking 0.117 seconds between punches according to our strike track technology." His footwork created optical illusions, appearing to retreat before suddenly bursting forward, with piston-like straight lefts. The round's exclamation point came at 2:58 when Tenshin evaded a low kick by lifting his lead leg mid-step, simultaneously countering with a right hook that sent Mouthpiece flying. CompuStrike numbers flashed. 42 strikes landed at 91% accuracy, the highest first-round percentage in promotion history. Round 2. Systematic breakdown. 250 words. The second frame revealed Tenshin's fight IQ. Recognizing his opponent favoring a high guard, he began targeting the body with surgical precision. A liver shot at 122 produced an audible gasp from both the fighter and crowd. "That's not just pain, that's structural damage," screamed the color commentator as the opponent's knees buckled. Tenshin then showcased his defensive genius. When his corner warned of an incoming spinning back kick, he not only slipped it, but used the momentum to land a crushing elbow that opened a gash above the eye. The final minute became a masterclass in ring cutting, Tenshin herding his wounded prey into corners before unleashing blistering combinations. The bell saved the bloodied opponent, but everyone knew the end was near. The finale, a knockout for the ages. 200 words. The finishing sequence at 1:18 of round 3 will be studied for years. A jab feint froze the defense. A shovel hook to the exposed ribs. The coup de grace, a leaping knee that lifted the 145-pound opponent clean off the canvas medical staff. Rushed in as Tenshin immediately knelt beside his fallen rival, a display of sportsmanship that contrasted with his in-ring ferocity. Replay showed the knee landed with 1,172 pounds of force, according to impact sensors, the equivalent of being hit by a small motorcycle at 20 mph. By the numbers, record-breaking dominance. 150 words. Post-fight analytics revealed historic metrics: 89% significant strike accuracy, 52-58, 0 missed strikes to the body, 3.7 strikes landed per minute of opponent's ground time, created 12 striking angles never before recorded in fight stats. Perhaps most impressively, Tenshin absorbed just 4 clean strikes throughout, a defensive masterclass that left his face unmarked while his opponent required 9 stitches. The ripple effect. 150 words. This victory triggered seismic shifts in combat sports. UFC president Dana White tweeted, "Sign this kid," during the fight. One championship offered a $250,000 signing bonus by round 2's end. Japanese networks reported a 38% rating spike, unprecedented for kickboxing. More importantly, it proved elite fight IQ could develop before physical maturity. Tenshin's team revealed post-fight they'd been studying opponent footage using AI pattern recognition, a revolutionary approach for the sport. As the teen phenom exited the arena, stopping to sign autographs for wide-eyed children, one truth became clear. Kawasan Tenshin wasn't just winning fights, he was transforming how the world viewed young athletes in combat sports. His next challenge? Proving this was just the beginning. Kawasan Tenshin, the 16-year-old who redefined combat sports excellence. The air in Tokyo's Ariake Arena crackled with electricity as the boy wonder made his walk to the ring. At just 16 years old, Kawasan Tenshin carried the weight of a nation's expectations on his 125-pound frame. What followed wasn't merely a fight, it was a masterclass that would rewrite the combat sports history books and launch a new era in striking arts. The prodigy's path, breaking all the rules. 250 words. Tenshin's origin story reads like a martial arts fairy tale. Born in the volcanic shadow of Mount Sakurajima, he began training at his father's rural dojo before he could properly tie his belt. By age 8, he was sparring with teenagers. At 12, he dominated the All Japan Youth Championships with a style that defied conventional wisdom. His training regimen bordered on mythical. 5 a.m., 10 kilometers runs through mountain trails while wearing a weighted vest. Afternoons, 500 daily repetitions of each fundamental technique. Evenings, studying fight footage using custom AI analysis software developed by Tokyo Tech. What truly set Tenshin apart was his revolutionary approach to combat biomechanics. His team discovered that by slightly angling his pelvis during strikes, he could generate 18% more rotational force than traditional stances allowed. This Tenshin